The Galactic Empire, the most powerful political and military force in the known universe, believed it was invincible. Its capital, Phulos, stood as the heart of this dominance, a city of impossibly tall spires piercing the sky, powered by ancient alien energy sources older than the empire itself. But this hub of civilization would soon become the epicenter of its downfall, all because of one critical mistake: the execution of a human general. Prologue: The execution. General Marcus Graves was not just any commander. He was a symbol of humanity's resilience and adaptability. Captured during a border conflict, he was brought in chains to Phulos, where the Emperor sought to make an example of him. Before a crowd of billions, under the shadow of the Empire's tallest spire, the eternal pinnacle, Marcus was publicly hanged. His final words echoed through the plaza. "You have mistaken mercy for weakness. You will regret this." The Empire laughed. Humanity had always been seen as primitive, emotionally volatile, and militarily inferior. The execution was broadcast across the galaxy, a warning to any species that dared to resist imperial rule. But humanity did not bow. Chapter 1: The Spark of War. On Earth, the sight of Marcus's execution ignited a rage unlike anything the galaxy had seen. For centuries, humans had evolved under the harshest conditions, a planet of natural disasters, predators, and constant internal conflict. Now, with their pride wounded, humanity united under a single banner for the first time in history. The United Terran Confederation declared an all-out war against the Galactic Empire. No diplomacy, no peace talks, only war. They called it Operation Ashen Sky. Chapter 2: The Empire's Overconfidence. The Empire dismissed the declaration as posturing. They had fought thousands of wars and crushed countless rebellions. What could humanity, a species barely integrated into galactic politics, possibly do? The Imperial Senate held meetings in the Celestial Spire, surrounded by walls of alien energy pulsing with blue light, discussing the human problem with smug indifference. But something was different. Human fleets didn't engage in traditional warfare. They bypassed heavily fortified systems and instead began targeting logistics hubs, supply chains, and communication relays. They used stealth technology the Empire had never seen. They weaponized asteroids, guiding them into Imperial shipyards. They unleashed cyberwarfare, infecting Imperial AIs, causing entire defense networks to collapse. The Empire's vastness became its weakness. Chapter 3: The Fall of the Outer Colonies. Within months, entire Imperial sectors fell into chaos. Border systems collapsed as human shock troops, engineered for brutal, close-quarters combat, struck without warning. Imperial commanders began reporting terrifying encounters. Ships that didn't appear on scanners until it was too late. Soldiers in mechanized exosuits shrugging off plasma bolts. Orbital bombardments that targeted not just military installations but the very atmosphere, rendering planets uninhabitable. For the first time in millennia, the Empire began to retreat. Chapter 4: The Siege of Phulos. It was unthinkable. Phulos, the heart of the Galactic Empire, was under siege. Humanity didn't attack head-on. Instead, they isolated the capital. Hyperlanes were mined, supply convoys destroyed, and trade routes severed. Imperial worlds went dark one by one, unable to send reinforcements. In orbit, the Terran fleet arrived not in the thousands but in the hundreds of thousands of warships. Massive dreadnoughts, carriers, and stealth cruisers surrounded the planet. Then came the message. For Marcus Graves. For every life you took. Surrender or be erased. The Emperor refused. Chapter 5: The Fall of the Spires. Humanity did not waste time. They deployed planet-side drop titans, orbital drop ships the size of cities, directly onto the surface. The spires of Phulos, once thought indestructible, shattered under kinetic bombardment. The alien energy cores that powered the city were targeted with precision weapons, causing catastrophic energy failures. Entire districts of Phulos collapsed as gravity stabilizers failed, and the impossibly tall towers imploded. The eternal pinnacle, where Marcus was executed, was the first to fall. Chapter 6: No Mercy. The Imperial Senate begged for peace. The Emperor was found hiding beneath the city in ancient bunkers, clawing at the remnants of his power. But humanity did not negotiate. They broadcast the Emperor's trial to the galaxy, and then his execution, the same way they had done to General Marcus Graves. No trial, no speeches, only death. Epilogue: A New Order. Phulos was reduced to ash. The Galactic Empire, once a symbol of invincibility, ceased to exist. In its place, the United Terran Confederation rose, not as conquerors, but as a warning. The galaxy now whispered a new legend. Do not provoke the humans. They are kind, until they are not. And across the stars, the ruins of Phulos stood as a silent monument to humanity's wrath. Explanation: Phulos represented the peak of alien superiority, with its towering spires and ancient alien energy, symbolizing the Empire's invulnerability. Its fall signified that no structure, no matter how advanced, could withstand human vengeance. Human strategy highlighted asymmetric warfare. Instead of brute force, they exploited the Empire's weaknesses: logistics, communication, and overconfidence. The execution of General Graves was the catalyst, showing how a single event can unite an entire species under one cause. No mercy policy demonstrated that humans, once provoked, are relentless and will pursue justice without hesitation.